What's up, you guys? Todd Falcone here. Welcome to another. This will be a fun post today. I'm sitting here at the Little Tuscany Hotel in Johannesburg, South Africa, and I happen to bump into this guy in the gym. And for those of you who do not know him, this is Boyd Allen. He's one of the top fighters here in Johannesburg. He's on the Extreme, the EFC here in Johannesburg, South Africa. He's a MMA fighter. For those of you who don't follow fighting, that's mixed martial arts. He has a background in boxing. Really great record, 15-3-1. Last year he was a featherweight champion. And welcome. What's going on, my friend? Good to meet you at the gym.
Thank you.
Wow, this is really awesome. So here's what I want to do. So I teach entrepreneurs, coach people that work from home about how to be successful in a home-based business. Now I know obviously you're coming from a fighting background, but I heard a rumor this morning that you do for a warm-up 1,000 burpees. Is that true?
Something like that. Close to.
I can barely make it through 20. So let me ask you this question, because that's a fascinating thing. So just for a warm-up, and I was reading your background, like you do prep, like what? You do 3 workouts a day before a fight. How did you get to even be able to handle 1,000 burpees a day? How do you work up to that?
I think that's just sort of a little rumor that goes around the gyms. We don't do it all the time. Maybe just a challenge now and then.
But you can do it.
Oh, we could do it. It would take a while.
I mean, it's making me sweat just thinking about it right now. So here's what I want to ask you. First of all, tell me a little bit about when did you start your fighting career?
So I started my fighting career when I was 18.
Yeah.
I went into amateur boxing, and that was sort of the kickstart of my mixed martial arts career. I boxed for about two and a half years. Ran a record of 30-4, and from amateur boxing I wanted to turn professional. At the time, the politics in the game were a little bit stagnant, and we tried to avoid sort of getting into the pro boxing career. And I went into mixed martial arts. I started training at a mixed martial arts gym, learning jiu-jitsu, learning some wrestling, that type of thing. And from there, I started my amateur MMA career, where I had a run of 13-0, and then to my pro career in 2010. And I'm currently 15-3-1 in the EFC, which is the biggest organization in South Africa.
15-3-1. So how, like for my listeners that are watching that are wanting to be at the very top of their entrepreneurial game, when it comes to discipline, like where do you find that inner fire to stay focused?
I think the main thing with discipline, so to say, is consistency. So you get up every day, you work hard every day, you make sure you've got a plan and a goal. Without a plan and a goal and sort of the pinnacle that you need to reach, it's pretty pointless waking up every morning and just going to the gym. You need to know what you're trying to achieve, and you need to put that down on paper, and that's what you have to work towards. And if you don't have that goal, it makes things really, really hard.
So what about like little defeats or setbacks? How do you, I'm assuming that in your fighting career you've had some defeats and some setbacks. Like how do you recover from something when you've had a bad day or a bad fight?
I think, look, a bad day is pretty much every second or third day in the gym. You know, you get tapped, you shots are landed on you, you get taken down, you can't get back up, that type of thing. You're tired, you're worn out, you know, you feel your muscles burning, the lactic acid's building up. But it's that certain grind that you need to push through just to break through that point where you decide, okay, either I'm going to make it to the top or I'm going to sort of stay here in the middle and float around and sort of be average. The main thing is consistency and staying focused with your training, and it's okay to lose in the gym. So it's okay to lose at practice, but it's not okay to lose in the fight or in the game or when it counts in a big meeting, so to say, or when you're closing a deal. It's the same in the gym. It's okay to lose in practice, to tap, because you're learning all the time and you want to progress. And the only way to do that is to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation and become comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's probably the biggest thing. And come fight night with all your prep done, all the hard work, all the hours that you put in, you'll get the result that you want.
Do you hear the focus on practice and preparation and all of this stuff? Let me ask you that, like how much time do you spend practicing and preparing versus actually fighting in a championship fight?
I'd say probably about 6 hours a day is your practice and your prep. Not all just training, mental or nutrition is a big thing. Without the right nutrition, you're going nowhere very quickly, your energy levels will drop fast, and that's not just in training, that's day to day.
Yeah.
So if you're eating right, you're going to feel good and you're going to perform well. And that's probably what helps the most, is sort of those little steps up to the big fight, or the big day, so to say. Everything that you do in those sort of micro little steps, that's what counts.
So you spend way more time on the preparation side. Like, I don't know, is a mixed martial art fight in South Africa, what, 3 5-minute rounds, or
a normal fight 3 5-minute rounds, and a title fight's 5 5-minute rounds.
Okay, so if you're in a title fight, you got 25 minutes and hours in the gym getting ready for it. So
yeah, I think some fights you could finish in a minute with a quick choke or a quick knockout if you're lucky. Other fights will go 25 minutes and it'll be a complete war. But you have to be ready for either or.
yeah.
So you prep accordingly, and you prep obviously according to your opponents. That's another thing. Know what you're going up against. Don't go in blind, and prep accordingly. And if your opponent changes and you need to take a short notice fight, then you put in the work, and you sort of have to adapt on the spot.
So as we wrap up this video, obviously I'd love to spend a lot. I know he's going off to do radio shows and a bunch of other things today. So for my listeners, these are entrepreneurs that want to play at the very, very top of their game. As we end this interview, if you could give them one really solid suggestion that served you well from a discipline standpoint of preparing for a fight and being at the very top of your game in MMA, what kind of suggestion would you have for these folks?
I'd say expect setbacks. You're always going to have setbacks. Prepare for the setbacks and grind hard every day up until you reach your goal. And also, a healthy body is a healthy mind. If you're in good shape and you're training, it doesn't mean you need to be a professional athlete. But when you feel good, you perform well, and that's pretty much what I take out of it, and what I would suggest to anyone. Make sure you feel good, you look good. That way, you'll perform well. You'll get the outcome that you want at the end of the day.
Awesome. Very well said, and thank you so much for your time, Boyd. I appreciate it, and
nice to meet you.
Best of luck to you on your next fight.
Thank you very much.
Go kick their butt.
Sure. Thank you.